And as always, I got myself in an embarrassing situation.
This could only happen to Eddie. Morning! So, when we tried to check into our flight to Bangkok last night, we couldn't complete the check-in online. It kept saying unable to do so, something about being on standby. So it was too late to obviously contact anyone. So it hasn't made the best start to this morning because we're a bit worried now. We're not quite sure what's happening with our flights. So after queuing for 3 million years, we were told that it was a system error that didn't allow us to check in. So we finally managed to check in, but we're not sitting together. We're sitting behind each other. So
And we both got middle seats, which is like the worst seats that you can have, I think, in my opinion.
And the flight is full, so there's no way we're going to have like a seat, you know, not occupied next to us. So we're now queuing again to get through into the departures lounge. So we got through the security and then we did passport control straight afterwards. And then there was time to get some snacks and also some duty-free, much cheaper Japanese skincare, which I'm very excited about. And now we're on a little tram going to our gate because boarding starts in
10 minutes.
I think it's fair to say that we have been struck by how efficient and organized everything is here in Japan. But these processes can only really work if people follow them, which people in Japan, the Japanese people, they really, really do.
But the foreigners skip queues and mess everything up.
It's so funny because you get to the airport and you can tell that you were no longer amongst the super kind, super organized, super civic duty Japanese people, that you are amongst everyone else, because nobody queues properly anymore.
It's a free-for-all, we call it the Wild Wild West.
One last Japanese vending machine
Get rid of the
with
coin.
the last of our coins. We're right at the back.
With all the naughty kids.
That feels like a long time. I was back in the heat, baby. We were just saying that it actually feels a little bit like we have arrived home. And Eddie has 3 layers of thermal vests on.
I need to take them off pretty pronto. Where are my shorts? Tell me you're in Thailand without telling me you're in Thailand. So you know when you get into the lift, usually the porter calls the lift, presses the button for you to go to the floor, but then doesn't come in and wedge himself in with all your stuff. They catch the lift afterwards and they'll let you go and they'll call the next lift and meet you up to your room like 30 seconds later. Well, we got in this lift, it was an okay size for 2 or 3 people. But then he pushes the entire trolley in, and Sarah and me are like wedged in the corner, and he squeezes it himself. And it's only 1 floor, it's not too bad. But we were both giggling away and he was laughing too, but I don't think he realised why we were laughing. Let's just say the pictures of the pool at this place, we haven't really got time to use the pools, it's not a problem, we're only here for like, 1 night. But the pool looks like the kiddie pool in real life, and on the photos it looks pretty massive. So, fancy going for a swim in the kiddie pool? It's the main pool?
And also, I read a review after we booked this place that the mattresses were apparently very hard, the bed was very hard, so it's a bit rock-like. 1 night, and tomorrow we will be in our final destination. Right now, though, we need to catch another Grab to go and get all of our stuff from the storage locker.
And our stuff is here.
It's still here.
All my secrets are squished. With a
Oh
fat one on top.
no. So we've been reunited with our luggage. I don't even remember what's in it. We also succumbed to eating at the hotel because this hotel is actually quite far from anything. And no taxi would come and pick us up. But we're so tired, I'm considering whether it's acceptable to go to bed at 8 p.m.
Local time.
Local time.
Although you think it's like 10 o'clock because of Japan time.
So tomorrow we fly to our final destination, to Phuket. We fly domestic. We get to go in our favourite airport lounge, have their free massages.
And you've checked in already as well?
I've checked in already. So now we just need to get through this night. This is the longest travel
3 days, really?
3 days ever. So, final leg of our travel day. We are taking the airport shuttle, which is about 15 minutes.
And it was 200 bucks.
And it's 200
Got a
baht.
lot of luggage.
I decided to be efficient this morning and come down and check out.
And as always, I got myself in an embarrassing situation because
You were just like finishing up. And then
finishing
you just-
packing my backpack.
Yeah.
And Sarah said she'd be efficient. So she came down to reception with all the details, and I thought I'd go for one last pee. And didn't close the bathroom door or anything like that, and peed. And I heard someone running down the corridor, but I didn't think anything of it.
Because they needed to come and check the minibar before obviously we checked out.
So anyway, I walked out the bathroom and still hadn't done myself my trousers up, let's say, or even box shorts around on my knees, and I hear some commotion at the door of the room, so I turn to the room thinking it's Sarah, and we both get a shock.
Not we both.
Sorry, me and the Thai lady coming to check the minibar, and she was a bit mortified. I giggled a lot, and I quickly sorted myself out, packed up my backpack and ran out, and she definitely waited for me to leave and then went in and checked.
So I'm just going to do this extra bit here next to the octopus because when we were talking inside it was in reception. So I'm in reception waiting for Eddie. The lady is communicating in the walkie-talkie to the lady checking the minibar. After the incident happens, there's like a lot of like toing and froing on the walkie-talkie, like quite like voices. And then the lady in reception says to me, "Have you got someone in the room?" This could only happen to Eddie. So much for enjoying our favourite lounge, it's the Coral Lounge, which I'm in right now. But we only have like 10 minutes in here. And even though that's cutting it fine as our boarding time is in 20 minutes, because we have such large suitcases, we can't actually do the usual luggage drop, so we have to queue with everybody else who hasn't even checked in. So we have to do that. Had to pay a little bit of excess luggage, but with Thai it's not actually that expensive. I still can't actually believe how much stuff we are taking as carry-on on the plane. It's a lot of stuff. So really I've just had time to shovel some food down my mouth, have a caramel macchiato, Eddie's gone to the loo, and we need to go now. Final flight
To Phuket. We're checking in. We were overweight, no surprise, we knew that was going to happen. So to put 4 kilos in Sarah's, and she could only take 4 more kilos, but Sarah was 28. When we were queuing to check in, we noticed people repacking some of their items, and we were looking and we were saying, oh, such a shame, yeah, such a shame they have to do that, it's quite embarrassing to take all this stuff out.
say that, we were like, suckers, losers.
I was trying to be polite for the video, and then when we got time, and when it was our time to check in, we had to do exactly the same. So that's karma for you.
So we have just arrived at our Airbnb in Phuket and we've only seen the ground floor and it looks amazing. No, don't show them.
No, they need to have a quick look. Oh, we've gone a bit dark. Slowly. It's pretty cool. We've got a bar back there and it's pretty amazing. We've got outside seating.
We will do a full tour
In the next video.
So don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. So now we're going to check out ourselves.
See, I carry all the heavy stuff and she doesn't, carry very much.
Please make sure that your carry-on items are properly stowed in the overhead bins or the seats A, B, and C are